welcome back. Well, this is something I had tried not to buy and then bought it, and then started seeing some of the reviews and became concerned that perhaps it was going to be troublesome. But it looks like the issues with running were isolated to DCC fitted models, which mine is not. So let's get it out. And a first reading of the instruction manual sees that Rapido have made effort to be much more clear about what type of controllers are okay to use on the new types of model. So they particularly say that you should avoid Hampton Morgan duets or clippers. So that is worth doing because they can cause spikes and it can cause trouble. The accessory bag contains some proper etched nameplates and number plates, plus some dumb buffer fittings. So I've got my other very small and old tank engine out by Dapol. So let's bring the new fellow in. Spoiler alert, she runs. You can see what a titchy little thing it is. Let's get in close. And there she is, the extremely attractive Manning Wardle L class 060. Little industrial locomotive. Isn't she pretty? Let's just turn her around for you. So there's the other side. I think the nameplates are going to be fitted. It's okay, you can see the printed ones that's on her already, but I think the other ones will make her really pop out. Look nice. See if we can get a look in the cab, which I'm noticing is full of detail. So I think that displays some of the cab detail. We better look on the other side as well. And there is the other side cab detail that you can see. I'll try and do a better close-up as well. Now what they do say is that she needs a good bit of running in first. So I'm going to go and do that, and then we'll come back and have a look at her, hopefully in smooth action. Here we are looking at the Manning Wardle L class on the workbench. Now then, what I like to do, because she's very delicate, is use her own clamshell case as your service cradle. Just open it out and then she'll fit in there without anything being damaged. Now I wanted to address a couple of the points that I'd heard and something in the instructions that Rapido say. They say there is no need to remove the base plate to service the pickups or oil the bearings. That's quite correct, and I'll show you why. Probably using a magnifier, you see here, to help you see, take a very small amount of wet and dry, cut a little strip like this, and hold it with a pair of tweezers. Then gently go down behind the front wheels at the front and pass it between the wheel and the pickup plunger. Takes a little bit of practice, and that will just lift off any dirt that has got on the pickup. It's the same for the front, the middle pair of wheels, but the plunger is at the back, and it just go between it and the wheels, and if there's any dirt it will lift it off. For the wiper pickups on the back here, exactly the same. Just go down between the wiper, look. There we go, and you can see a tiny little bit come off, but she's only just run in. Everything's good, the wheels are clean. The same is true for oiling when it's required. You don't need to take the plate off to oil the bearings, because you can just get down between the back of the wheel and the axle, and you can see it there. If you use a pin with a drop of oil on it, especially on the middle ones, look, there's lots of float and they're compensated, and you'll get a little drop of oil which will then track into the bearings and do all you need. Wheel cleaning, well, it's a cotton bud, IPA or lighter fluid to clean the treadmill. That's it. So no need to take the base off and cause yourself a world of headaches. Just use a little bit of wet and dry, or even some normal plain paper. The same thing, it will just take out any muck that's built up in there. Hope that was helpful. Also keep the backs of the wheels clean in the usual way with a cotton bud and IPA or lighter fuel. So Bombay has had her running in. She didn't need the full amount of time. She was pretty good from the start. After about 10 minutes she was fine. Let's see what sort of train she can pull. So I have some very unappropriate liveried wagons, but they are nonetheless fun. It's a collection of the Daypole specials. See how many you can spot and write down the names in the comments. Well, she didn't have any particular problem with that. Let's add the same amount again. Ooh, she stopped on the points there. More because the blade of the point is not level. So she's track sensitive, that's fair. So how will Bombay do with 15 covered wagons behind her? What wagons, she says. Of course, being Daypole, they've derailed. Q, seamless cut. Now perhaps that's an unfair comment. Daypole wagons are nice, but they're let down by those couplings and very, very fine flanges on the wheels. Let's catch up with Bombay around the corner. I mean, that's a fair sized train, isn't it? Prototypical? Well, probably the prototype was quite powerful enough to do that. But in reality, you probably only want up to 10 wagons behind her. What a strong little engine. While Bombay does her stuff, let's have a look at her history. Bombay, works number 1674, was built in 1906. The locomotive was famously operated by the civil engineering and industrial contractors Samuel Williams in Dagenham, Essex. While it worked in various colours during its industrial career, it is best known for carrying the distinctive red livery of Samuel Williams. While Bombay itself did not survive into preservation, a few L-class locomotives are still in existence today, most notably at the Middleton Railway in Leeds. The classes were built over a 45-year period between 1881 and 1926 by Manning Wardle and Company of Leeds. Preserved examples are works number 1210 of 1891, Sir Berkeley, owned by the Vintage Carriages Trust and on long-term loan to the Middleton Railway in Leeds. Works number 1601 of 1903, Matthew Murray, is now on static display at the Middleton Railway after his 10-year boiler ticket expired in 2021. Works number 2025 of 1923, Winston Churchill, can be found on static display outside the Black Country Museum in Dudley, West Midlands. I hope you enjoyed that look at this wonderful little locomotive. Congratulations, Rapido, you've done it again. And I think Bombay has a train that anyone could appreciate in this extremely hot weather. That's if you remember them.